Hello and welcome to another video. Again, you can get rid of me. Today we're gonna talk about university and about the fact that it's very cold in my house. Yes, basically our heating system. I don't know how it's called exactly. Calefacción. The heating system is broken, so it's very cold in my house because it has been raining for the past days and like the temperature has dropped down a lot lately. So yeah. Anyways, about university. So, like some of you know, I've actually gone to university past year and I stopped after a month and I did like a kind of sabbatical year where I worked and I was supposed to go to Japan, but then Corona happened and I couldn't go to Japan. And now I've started 4 days ago again with university. So, we're going to talk about what I'm going to do differently from past year. What I did past year is I arrived at university, I made some friends, and I was like, I'm gonna party and I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm not gonna study immediately because I don't need to do this. We're in university. First mistake. Then one day I was tired and I didn't want to wake up to go to school because I had to wake up earlier for university than for when I was in high school because obviously my university was further away than my high school. So I decided to skip, or at least come later at school. I think I just arrived later. I was like, I'm gonna skip the first two periods and then I'm gonna go after that, which I did. But it was the second mistake because after that I was like, yeah, but skipping is so easy, and then like no responsibility. Also, I was doing Japanese, Japanology actually, and I had to learn Japanese. But to learn Japanese, you first have to learn the alphabets because, yeah. And we started with hiragana, which is, I think there are 40, 50 something characters. I don't remember exactly. I can read it though, but I couldn't at that point. And a lot of other students actually learned hiragana over the summer or something, and like, or learned it before, or at least started on time, and not like me, that was like, why would I study? Because we were supposed to learn hiragana in the first week. And I didn't. I didn't study hiragana. I was like, this is gonna be easy. It's just an alphabet. Like, how difficult can it be? Well, let me tell you, it's actually pretty difficult to remember a whole alphabet and being able to read it and write it the correct way. Because yes, there is a correct way of writing it. Like you can just put lines and be like, this is the character. No, no, no. You have to put the lines in the right order and with the right stroke. Yeah, yeah. Um, so that I was already late on that. And when I finally started one day before the deadline of actually being able to read that alphabet, it was too late. I couldn't do it and I was stressed out. I arrived in grammar lessons and I was like, I can't read this because we were also supposed to be able to read some kanjis. You gotta know kanjis are the Chinese characters, but like they have another pronunciation in Japanese, but most of them mean the same thing in Chinese, I believe. You just say them differently. So you have like the Chinese pronunciation and you have the Japanese pronunciation. And we had to be able to read those kanjis but not write them. But I can't study without writing them, but I didn't know the stroke order for them, so like if I would study them I would study them wrong and it would be difficult to learn correctly after. So I was stressed out about all that and I started skipping all my grammar lessons because I couldn't read and the teacher stressed me out and she was going too fast and everything was going too fast for me, and that's just because I didn't start from the beginning and also I didn't take it seriously enough. Then I went to a class of Chinese history and culture, I think. And it was a 2 hour thing. And I sat there for 1 hour, not understanding anything of what the teacher was saying. And like literally in the lesson, I took my PC, I opened it, I went to my courses, and I dropped out of that course. And then in the break between like the 2 hours, I walked out. I took my stuff and I walked out. I was like, I'm out of this. So yeah, those are the mistakes that I made because after that I started skipping every lesson because I was like, I can't do this. I'm just gonna study it at home. I'm gonna study in the bib library. Um, Everything's gonna be fine. Well, everything was not gonna be fine because after 2 weeks of this, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna drop out. And I started like thinking, how am I gonna drop out? I started doing my research, calling the secretary and stuff like that. And after 3 weeks, I told my parents, look, I want to drop out. Obviously, they got mad. They were like, yeah, you chose this. You decided to go to university. We just said you had to do like higher um, studies. We didn't say you had to go to university. You chose Japanology. We never said you had to do that. And like stuff like that. They got mad at me. And I was like, look, okay, yeah, I took the decision, but I realize now that I'm wrong. So I'm dropping out because it's or I drop out now and I keep all my study credits, or I keep going and I fail and I lose my 60 study credits, which would be very dumb. And after some, I think an hour of discussing back and forth screaming, I was like, look, you know what? I'm gonna like try one more week. And if after 1 week I still don't want to go, well, I'm dropping out. And yeah, that's what I did. But I have my mind set. And so I didn't think it. I didn't think about it. I just skipped for 1 more week, and then like I made a new abonnement for metro and stuff in Brussels just before dropping out, so I could still use my student discounts. And then I dropped out on 29 October to be precise. And so this is all the things I did wrong. Now I started 3 or 4 days ago. I started on Wednesday or Saturday, so 4 days ago. Actually, I had to start on Monday, but I didn't know. So, good job, Al. I already skipped 2 days, and I didn't do it on purpose. Um, but yeah, also, and I'm in languages now. I study French, Spanish, and Dutch, which are languages I already know, but I thought it would be better to know those languages even better so I can get a diploma in them and I could actually use them for a job or something. Like now, and it's the first time I think about it. The first time I thought about this was in Spanish lesson actually. I could maybe go to Madrid or something, or somewhere in Spain, and be a French teacher at university or at school in general. I would like at university, but school, high school and stuff is also good. Not English because I don't study English, but I could do Dutch. But I don't think anyone in Spain is gonna study Dutch. But yeah, so that's the thing. Also, by the way, when I was in Japanology, I didn't ever like buy the books. I just bought the books that like I needed for Japanese, but not for anything else. Right now, I ordered one book for Spanish. I found some PDFs online that I could use as well. So that's a good step, okay? But all the rest that I have to change is actually study. Like when I go home, at least read again what I've been through. I have to rewrite my notes. But the good thing is on Tuesday, I don't have classes. So Tuesdays is really the days that I'm gonna actually do homework. So that like the weekends I can be chill about it. But I will still be like on breaks and stuff. I think I'm just gonna like eat my bread and go sit in the bib for like 30 minutes and start doing things in the bib. I have to find it, by the way, the library. I keep saying bib because I go in Dutch to school and we say bib. Um, so that, and it's my first step. Also, I think I made some friends. I'm not sure. And they could help me because I had to choose an extra, which was or economy or how do you say that? Rights. Um, you know what you study to be an advocate or like a jury? Rechten, droit. Yeah, I don't know. Is it rights? I don't think it's rights. Um, but I chose economy, so it doesn't matter. And like this one friend was in economy class, and she was like, "Yeah, why didn't you choose economy?" And I was like, "We have to choose that." And she was like, "Dude, you have to check online. Like you have to choose that or that." And I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't know." So she's gonna send me the notes, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, so if you want to follow my um journey through university, because I have 3 years plus master to do, so four at least. Well, follow along on this channel. I'll probably keep you guys updated on my journey. But for now, I started well. I did my homework already. I am so proud of myself. So we're doing great. So follow me for more updates on my university journey. I might put some tips and tricks, maybe study with me or some stories of what happened and stuff like that. Also, I'm mad about the fact that like none of my Spanish teachers are native Spanish people. Like they don't speak Spanish at home. They've all learned it later in life. Um, but we're like, no, I'm the only one that no. There is another girl that speaks Spanish as well at home, and my pronunciation teacher made a pronunciation mistake, and didn't dare to say anything because I was like, maybe I'm wrong, like maybe it's Spanish from somewhere else in Spain, who knows. But no, I was right. And like I was like, so I was sitting there looking at my book being cringe, like no, I was cringing. Yeah, I was like, this is wrong, why? And I was hoping to make my accent better, to make my pronunciation better at university, but if my pronunciation teacher has a bad pronunciation, what do I do? What do I do? So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch a lot of Spanish series and YouTubers and stuff. So if you have any Spanish, actually Hispanic in general, YouTubers or songs or anything, just like send me on Instagram or put it in the comments. Like you can choose. Anyways, hope to see you again.